Hey, I'm Gabby, or also known as Señorita Gabita. Welcome back, or welcome if you are new here. Maybe you noticed the difference behind me. I moved into a new apartment, so the background is still a little bit chaotic. I still need to figure out how I want to decorate my shelves. And here on the other side you can see my guinea pigs, so they are also with me together in this new art studio. But this video is also a special one because I got from Loklik the automatic heat press that you can see here. And yes, I already did the final product, the tote bag here. And I'm very happy with the result. I really love it. I'm very satisfied. And in this video I will do like a review. I will show you my first impression and how I did this tote bag. And it's like a tutorial, and I want to show you if this small business supplies will be the perfect choice for you if you want to expand your inventory with tote bags or t-shirts or pouches. So I will show you here in this video not only my first impression but also how I did the making process of the tote bag, like finding the right settings of the heating press, finding the right vinyl, the heat transfer vinyl, how I make the design of the illustration of the tote bag, and how I applied the heat transfer into the tote bag. So it's like a review with my first impression, so first time trying out a heat press and making tote bags, and tutorial. And I think my guinea pigs are talking to you as well, so let's see what they are doing right now. So the first thing that I needed before I can make the tote bag is a design. And I was thinking before creating it, what can be an illustration that will get the most attention from my community. And I really love to make guinea pig art all around my guinea pigs, but it's only a very small group of people that really love guinea pigs and have guinea pigs and are buying guinea pig stickers or art pieces. So then I decided to go to a theme that is more popular, and so that I can reach more people. So this was the first idea, and I did this sketch in 2018 as I was searching for a very popular illustration that I can make into stickers. I found it again, and then I created with this inspiration this cat. And after I had the sketch, I moved on to my Procreate and did the digital illustration, and then I made this cat series, and they got very popular in my shop, and I was very happy that they found a new home, that the cats are getting adopted, and I was very happy and pleased. And then after I got so many positive feedback about the cat stickers, I decided to make them also into my new tote bags, a new product that I want to offer in my shop. And if you are watching right now, they are already in my shop. At the moment only 5 will be available because I'm testing out if the demand is high enough to keep going making tote bags. So if you're looking for something very cute cat related, you can find it in my Etsy store and also on my website as well. So check it out if you want to have one, so be very quick. And then as I had my idea, I went to my iPad to Procreate and did a very quick sketch. And then I was also thinking to make a slogan here on top to make the whole illustration more catchy. And then I asked my friends who have a cat if they have an idea, what can I write here? Something that is a little bit sassy because they can switch their mind very quickly, but they are also looking every time very cute. And I thought this slogan, "Feed me and tell me I'm cute," will be the perfect fit for the whole illustration and for the tote bag. I also did a very quick sketch for a second design, and actually related to guinea pigs. It's gonna be a good day. I think I will do it the next time because it will take more time, because I have different colors and I also have to layer them down in 2 ways with the heat transfer. And yes, I still need to figure it out and to order all the vinyl that I need for the whole illustration. But I will do a guinea pig related tote bag as well if you prefer something like that instead of a cat. So stay tuned as well. And after I had here my sketch, I transferred also to my PC because there I have a different program for making vector illustration. I have Illustrator, and I think there will be also some free options for you for creating vector lines or vector graphic and illustration, because when you are doing some heat transfer illustration for your textile, the illustration need to be very clearly the line art, so without any texture, the very clean line. And you can see here how I do it with Illustrator, and then I have after creating the vector illustration, the final art piece, and after I have my vector illustration, I move on to the Cricut application. You can use your plotter machine that you have, for example the Silhouette, the Scissor or the Cricut, it's up to you. But I have the Cricut, so because with the Cricut, when I uploading the illustration to my Cricut machine, then the Cricut can cut the motif into the heat transfer vinyl. I have here a few ones. I have some from Loklik that I got for testing out. I have also here an old one from Cricut, as I bought the Cricut machine I think 2 years ago, and there was also a heat transfer vinyl for testing out. And here is a no name brand because I needed more black vinyl for the cat illustration that you won't see later. But I will go to the Loklik vinyl for this video. As I got the heat transfer machine from Loklik, I also got a bundle with different sheets of heat transfer vinyl. There are 16 basic colors, 8 one with a glitter effect and 3 one with a chameleon effect, and 1 sheet of Teflon. You definitely need a Teflon sheet for creating illustration on your tote bag or pouches or textiles. I will show you later why and how to use it, but let's see what kind of paper you will get here. So a little inside sneak peek, a white one, a glitter one, different colors. Here you can see more better the glitter effect. And here is the Teflon sheet. I also got a bigger size of the heat transfer vinyl. This one is only for testing out to see what kind of color or effect you like and want to use more. And then you can buy the big rolls with the colors. I also got a simple one with a yellow color. And my favorite so far is the one with this cool effect called Chameleon Gold to Green. I used it for 2 tote bags with the cat with a very nice effect. And here in this bundle was also a purple chameleon effect. And I will definitely order the purple one again and this green one. So now let's start with cutting the illustration with the Cricut machine. One thing that I did before cutting the illustration with the Cricut machine was printing the art piece on normal printing paper and also printing it in different sizes, and then I cut it with a normal scissor in the right shape and place it on top of the tote bag to see if this is the right size that I want to have the final tote bag with the illustration in the end. And I was also moving around if it is on the right distance from the cat to the slogan, and then I was playing around how I want to have the cat and the slogan. Sometimes I also needed to print it again in a different size because it was too small, and yes, it was learning by doing. And then in the end I was very happy with the right size of the writing and with the cat and also with the placing on the tote bag. So this is one step that I really recommend to you, to print it beforehand on normal paper, to cut it with a scissor and play around with the placement of your illustration. After that, it was finally time to open my Cricut and to start cutting. And also in the Cricut application there will be a setting that will be mirroring your artwork automatically when you are choosing the iron transfer vinyl. So don't worry, but if you're using a different device, you have to mirror your art piece. Or when you have an illustration with writing, you definitely need to mirror it. And also here in my Cricut application, it also shows me how big the illustration will be, so I can cut the vinyl beforehand in the right size, so I'm not wasting too much material. And yes, I'm placing the vinyl on the cutting sheet on the right side, and I simply let the Cricut machine do its work. It was cutting very perfectly. I didn't need to adjust the cutting settings for it, so it was very easy and I only needed to wait until it was finished. And after the Cricut finished cutting, it was time to read out all the spaces in between the letters, for example like here in the E or maybe in the B and so on. And with it you can then remove the vinyl that you don't want to have on your tote bag very easily. And I think this part was very satisfying to do, like reading all the inside of the letters. I don't know how to call it in English, but you will see it. And yes, it was one of the things that I really enjoy. I didn't expect this because I think you need a little bit of patience to do it, but I was very enjoying it and it was very satisfying to pull out all the shape in one go. Before we go on to the iron process, I will very quickly show you the settings. So here is the heating press, and right now you can see it's blinking, and that means that it is on standby mode. And then you can activate the machine by pressing the button. For the first time it will show you the default setting. It will be 100 Celsius to 20 seconds, but I have already my settings from the last time. But you can switch here with this sign the different modi that you want to use for each vinyl transfer sheet or so on. You will also have an instruction sheet where you can read all the different settings and what kind of setting you need for your transfer sheet. Or also it depends what kind of textile you are using. But for my tote bags I'm using the first setting. It's 115 Celsius to 15 seconds, but you can also make your own settings here and also pick up the automatic mode. And here you can also regulate the temperature, the time, and here reduce and add more. It depends. If you have picked up the temperature button, you can here adjust it. And then when you have reached the right temperature, it will blink green. Before it was red, but right now it's ready with this setting. Good. For the tote bags I need this one, so we still need a little bit of time to wait until it's ready with the right temperature. So before I started this project, I also did a little bit of a research, and one thing that I saw there was to pre-iron your tote bag so all the wrinkles will go away, and also to use a dusting roll so you can remove all the dust on the tote bag. I forgot it here on the prototype, but you will see later that I was using the dusting roll for my tote bags. And this is one step that I really recommend to you to do it, because when you are removing all the dust, the vinyl transfer sheet can stick better on the textile. So keep it in mind and don't forget to do it. But now the pre-ironing is finished. You can see the difference. The wrinkles are almost gone. This tote bag is a very old one, so it was difficult to remove all the wrinkles, but for the prototype it is alright. And now I can finally apply the slogan on the place that I wanted it to be. It was a little bit difficult to find the right placement. Maybe I need to make a template so that each tote bag don't differs too much to each other. I don't know, maybe you have a tip for me how I can place the heat transfer better. And now it's time to iron the heat transfer to the tote bag. As you have seen, I apply on top of the heat transfer vinyl this Teflon sheet so it's more protected and then it doesn't stick to the heating pad. And yes, you don't want to make this happen, so you definitely need a Teflon sheet that you can place on top of your illustration. Then you need to wait a few minutes. I think I waited 2 minutes so the vinyl is cooled down, and then can easily remove this plastic sheet, and then you will see that the vinyl is sticking very good to the textile. If the vinyl didn't stick that well to your textile, you can make again this heating step, place the Teflon and then heat it again 50 seconds or 20 seconds, and then you can see if now it's very sticking to the textile. If it doesn't, you can repeat it until it sticks to the tote bag. Now I move on to the cat, to the illustration, and I did the same step with the slogan, looking up what kind of size I need the vinyl to be. I cut it in the right size, attached it to the cutting mat from my Cricut, and then I place it inside my Cricut machine and let the Cricut make all the work for me, cutting the illustration. Also my signature will be on the back side of the tote bag. So yes, this is the whole making process. So it was very easy compared to making stickers for the first time. I didn't have any trouble with my Cricut machine. It was cutting very precisely. There were very clear cuts, and it was so satisfying to read out all the shapes and elements that I didn't want to have on my tote bag. So I really enjoy this creation or making process. And now it is time to place the cat under the slogan, and yes, I'm repeating the same step as before, rolling the dusting roll to remove all the dust, and then I can add my cat. So here is the prototype finished, and I think I'm really happy for the first finished result with the heat press and the heat transfer vinyl. I really like it. The quality is very good and it sticks very good as well on the textile, on the cotton. And on the back side I have here my name. And I think after this prototype I can start creating the real tote bag for my shop. The only thing that I want to change for the next one is to place the writing a little bit above, not that near here on the edge. So I think this will the only thing that I will change. So I'm very happy and satisfied with the outcome. And for the next one I decided to use some of the special vinyl that I got. The next one will be, the writing will stay in this black, but I will do the cat in the type of purple black color. It has like a gradient and a shimmer effect that I really want to see. And the other one will be in the green, gold, blue effect, the same like the purple one. You will see it soon what I mean. So I already did writing the typography with the black vinyl. Now I will cut the cat with the special vinyl. You will see it soon, but at the same time I'm reheating the heat press to the right temperature. So now the heat press reached the right temperature. Ignore the Cricut working in the background. But now I want to iron first the tote bag without any design to flatten out all the wrinkles, so the design will stick better to the surface, to the textile. So let's iron it first. And now with the first real one, I did all the steps that I forgot with the prototype. Like, first thing was to pre-iron it with the Loklik Automatic Heat Press to remove all the wrinkles and to flatten it down. And then I was using the dust roll, and then I could start applying the vinyl sheet. Yes, to repeat all the steps again and again until I have all the tote bags. Sometimes I was also using my ruler to see if I was placing it on the right placement, on the right side, and that I have enough space between the slogan and the cat. And then one thing that I also noticed that is very helpful is to use this kind of jewel, this blue thingy, a squeegee I think it's called. I will write it on the screen. To press the vinyl very hard on the textile so it will stick better, and I think this was also very helpful to have in the end a very good result. All the supplies that you are seeing here in this video are in my Amazon storefront. I have a link down below if you want to try it out as well. Feel free to look it up. And here is the bag with the lilac foil with the shimmer effect and the gradient from purple to green. I hope you can see it. So it's the next day. I wanted to show you the bags now in sunlight so you can see better the shiny effect. This one has still some wrinkles. I hope I can fix it soon with iron, a hand iron. Also on the back side. Here's my favorite one, the green. Here as well, the green one. And I ordered yesterday black vinyl, a big roll, so I can do 2 more only in black because I still have 2 bags left. But I wanted to make a little variation in the bag so you can decide if you want the green, the black one, or the purple one. I still need to order the purple foil for the purple ones where I do the writing and the cat in the same lilac green shimmery foil. So let me know in the comments what do you think about them. So the black vinyl arrived, so I can do the final 2 bags for the next shop update. And after I had my first final tote bag and then the second one, it was very easy to make the other ones as well. And I must say I was really enjoying it to make them. To make tote bags is something very different compared to making stickers or art prints, and I really adore to have something more physical in my hands and to work with it and to play around and to experiment. And I am very looking forward to make other tote bags with different designs, with different colors, or maybe also with different effects of vinyl. For example, here right now the chameleon effect, but I saw also vinyl that will get very fluffy after the heating process. So I don't know, there are a lot of possibilities that you can do. I also want to do other products, not only tote bags, but this will be coming in the future, and I'm very inspired to make more products for my small business. So I was very happy to have the chance to trying out the Loklik Automatic Heat Press and to share with you my first impression and also the whole making process of tote bags. So here are the finished tote bags. I have first only 5 here with the black writing and the lilac green vinyl foil. Here's only black, and here is with the shiny green, yellow, bluish foil. I only did for the beginning 5 ones because I want to test it out if there are actual interest from my followers, if they want to get some bags. Maybe I will do more in the future with other colors, and of course I can then try out another illustration for the tote bags. I also want to do one with a guinea pig, but let's see how it will turn out then when I offer them in my Etsy and website. Another thing that I did for the tote bags is to design a label or a tag that I can attach later to the tote bags. So you can see that the tote bags are handmade, also at home, hand printed. And I designed a tiny guinea pig. I did a simple design with some stars and then a little bit of color here and there. I need to print it, cut it in the right size, then also added some rounded corners. In the middle I will also cut a circle so I can use these beaded chains for attaching it to the bags. And I bought some colored one because I really like to make it a little bit colorful. I also bought some colored cases or pencil cases. They are also with the same material, 100% cotton, but I decided to pick some with this colorful Reißverschluss. I don't know the English word, but I will write it down in the screen because I don't know, I found it very cute to have this tiny colorful accent to the pouches, so you can decide the color that you like when you are ordering. I'm still brainstorming what I can print out it. If I use vinyl like here for the motif, or maybe a different technique. I also decided to use this type of chain because you can reuse it. You can open up this thing and then you can add your own keychain or accessory for your tote bag. I think it's a nice extra to add to the tote bags. This is all what I have to say about this video. If you want to have a more detailed tutorial how to make tote bags or how to work with the automatic heat press from Loklik, let me know in the comments down below. I will be very happy to make a new one, maybe one that is more structured, that you can follow along more easier and more detailed. And yes, let me know in the comments down below. And as I said, the tote bags are already in my shop on Etsy and also on my own store, so feel free to check it out. And then until the next video, stay creative, and then I will see you next time. Bye bye.